All right. We gotta go quick for Moody Cakes. Link the Hassan accusations. Let's go. Have you ever met Hassan? Yep. When I was with Bella, he gave me the evil eye. What's the punishment generally in the U.S. for false accusations? Some people say nothing global, but is it really? My guess would be for a false accusation. Well, if it's filed criminally, I think you would be perjured if you did that. People could probably take you to civil court maybe for damages. But that's like the most I could imagine, right? Apple is?
Yeah, it's like tortious interference with your business. It could be defamation, slander, stuff like that.
Damages can be substantial, like say if you cost someone a job. I think there's a limit on how much you can sue for, or at least in small claims there is. I guess there's not in big boy court. Here we go. I've been seeing a lot of women coming out with their own stories. Sorry. Over the past few days, and it's given me the courage to speak out against my own abuser. Thank you for that. I hear you, I believe you, and I support you. As difficult as it's going to be, I want to keep this as short as I can, given the number of stories that have come out and how exhausted everyone must be. My abuser is a well-known Twitch staff member who happens to also handle partners' accounts, including those of women. His name is Hassan Bokhari, and goes by Hassan on Twitch. Hassan and I used to date for the majority of 2015. When we got more serious, I was hesitant to us being public because I was afraid of being judged for dating a staff member on top of other things. So we weren't romantic in public. It was an extremely toxic relationship from both sides, and I'd like to talk about the power abuse that I have witnessed. Some things I know in regards to luminosity / BSK, as well as how he violated me personally. A tiny bit of background info on how we met. We met in a Destiny, the game, community Discord group. I joined a group call that he was in, noticed that I didn't recognize him, so I asked for his Twitch channel. I found the channel, the conversation literally lasted like 5 minutes. A week or so later, he tweeted at me to let him know that when I start my stream. So I did. And that's when we started to talk more. In regards to power abuse, he would often rant about partners and often share confidential information about them, including DMs between him and partners, emails between him and partners, whispers, etc. He'd share this with me in private, but also in group Discord calls where my community, him, and I would all hang out. In private, he'd share them mostly vocally, sometimes through screen share. I've seen things from partner dashboards / revenue dashboards, work emails, work group chat / emails, especially in regards to bands, personal partner contracts, including the ones of some of the biggest streamers. He'd screen share his work because he enjoyed it when I watched him work, and also to impress me. Rarely through text. In group calls, he'd mostly rant about partners, especially if they DM'd him complaining about something, but also share company secrets. We would often know what was coming next on Twitch before anyone else. We also know certain details about certain situations that most others would know, because he was able to share it. This would happen often, and I wouldn't be surprised if this behavior continued after we broke up. He abused his position a lot. I'm a prime example of that, unfortunately. So I'm going to use myself just to name a few. The same day that I linked him my stream, after talking a few words of casual conversation, he messages me midstream and asks me if I'd like to change my name from VO7_2 to Trust the Cake to better fit my branding. I asked for VO instead jokingly, which to my shock he agreed and changed it to VO. He later that night links me a form. The form was meant for partners as a Christmas gift to them. It included lots of special things, such as the purple Twitch hoodie. I was shocked, especially since I wasn't even a partner. I mentioned that, to which he replied, "Don't worry, I have a feeling you'll be a partner soon." Again, I replied in shock, and he let me know that he'll have a team look into my account. This is one of the reasons, in some ways, Twitch is like pretty segmented, but this is one of the things that I try to push back on Devin sometimes, when Devin is like, oh no, like bands are a totally separate group, like partner managers, blah, 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 nothing to do with bands. People can definitely pull for you. These guys are all friends with each other. If there's something that somebody really wants done in some department and they've got the personal relationship to make it happen, it'll probably happen. They aren't these highly regimented, segmented divisions that sometimes people try to make them out to be. Like, they a little bit more connected than that. Destiny, this is playing into the narrative that women get favorable treatment. It's not just women. It's people that are really close to Twitch staff get favorable treatment. Abso-fucking-lutely. 100%, of course. And some Twitch staff like to hunt women. So those women will get some favorable treatment, of course. However, from my personal, incredibly limited knowledge, this is far more likely to be impacting very small women streamers, like 100 to 200 concurrent viewers or less. This isn't going to be impacting people like Alinity or Pokemon. What is Hassan's job title at Twitch? I believe Hassan was either an account manager or the head of account management. One of those two. But at the very least, he was a partner manager where he was one of like the 3 or 4 big partner managers where he was managing like premium partners. His Twitter says account director strategic partnerships. Okay. Who manages my account? I know his name on Twitter, but I don't, or Discord, but I don't know his real name. But the next thing I know, I get a text message and it's from him. He used the form to get my number, and I even called him out on it, which he casually played off. Ooh, hold on. The next day we were talking more, some through text, some through Discord. It was still lots of casual conversation that you have when you're just getting to know someone as a person. Later on, he suggested to wine and dine me, to which I wasn't keen on. I told him it wasn't possible since he was all the way on the West Coast and I was on the East Coast. He then suggested flying to Maryland, where I lived at the time, saying that it's only $100. Oh, she was on the East Coast. Okay. I didn't reply since I didn't really know what to say. He continued by offering me a PAX East pass, where we could get that legit wine and dine. I responded by saying that I don't really just agree to things like that, especially since I've only known him for a day. He played it off by saying that he was totally just messing with me. He said I could still have the pass and that this kid knows how to talk to people and how to get things done. This is when we started to talk more, when I started to trust him more and confide in him more, and when he started to slowly put pressure on me to date him day by day. I also remember that during this time, he started to call me babe, which I let him know I wasn't comfortable with. His response was that he called most of his female friends babe. It's probably true. I eventually got used to it. A few weeks later, the topic of partnership came up after telling him that I felt bad for opening up to him about my struggles with streaming. He mentioned that a mutual friend of ours reached out to him in regards to my partnership, which he shared with me. After a bit of back and forth, he offered me partnership, but also mentioned that if I take it, we won't be able to talk the way we have been anymore. At this point, I've been talking to him every day through text, voice, and Discord, and I don't want to lose this friendship. I declined and was devastated that I had to make that decision. Partnership was my dream at the time and everything I've been working towards. He then noticed that I was devastated and picked the topic back up. I let him know that I won't be applying anyway. I was also being view-botted at this time and knew that applying was pretty much pointless anyway, to which he wasn't okay with. He then sent me the form to officially become a partner and called me to tell me to fill it out and reassuring me that it's okay, that I deserve it. So I did. I regret that now. Yikes. Luminosity/BSK. I noticed that Hassan denied any involvement with the Discord/Discords that have been mentioned. And also, wait, is this is this them typing now, or is it the same person typing on behalf of them, or? I'm back to shut up, Miss Mint. We're almost done. I noticed that Hassan denied any involvement with the Discord/Discords that had been mentioned, and also mentioned that he distanced himself with the members involved once he found out. This is extremely hard to believe for numerous reasons. I happened to be in a call with Hassan when we found out that Luminosity was soliciting women for nudes. This happened before people knew about the Discord, Circle of Trust, and or Shmuda Gang, I don't know, possibly before it even existed. Lumi happened to be streaming when the information came out. Someone had shown a screenshot of Lumi soliciting for nudes, which Hassan then also shared the screenshot with me. So Hassan went into his stream to let him know through chat that he wanted to talk. He ended up slapping him on the wrist for it, and that's about it. I don't know anything about this thing that went on. I also know that after our breakup, Hassan, Lumi, and Trav were extremely close, and knowing Hassan's nature, I highly doubt that they wouldn't discuss anything in regards to their secrets. The next thing I'm going to speak on, however, is what makes me doubt this the most. He shared my nudes with my best friends. I was in denial with this one and didn't believe my friends for the longest time because of how high I held him in my thoughts. However, after some proof, I eventually believed it and I was furious. What makes me angrier than anything is the fact that he went out of his way to violate my trust. I remember having a conversation with him shortly before on how terrified I was that my nudes could get out, that I've never really done this before, and that I've heard horror stories. He reassures me many times that he wouldn't save or share them. I even sent them through Snapchat for extra security in case he screenshotted it, since Snapchat alerts you if you take a screenshot of a picture. He somehow managed to go out of his way to secretly take a screenshot, and the first thing he did was message my best friends, get in a call with them, and excitedly announce that he finally saw my titties. Then shared them. I felt humiliated, and I still do. I feel stupid for thinking that I wasn't capable of doing something so horrible. Last year, I finally had the guts to confront him on sharing my nudes after he reached out to me about owing him money from when he helped me out with college, which he insisted on and pressured me to accept his help on, paying up out of good faith. I let him know that I knew about him sharing my nudes. However, I didn't tell him how I knew. He immediately denied it and asked for proof. I responded by saying that I didn't need to show him proof and that it's disgusting that he's even asking for it. I later find out immediately after the confrontation he called one of my best friends he shared my nudes with, asking him if he knew what I was saying was true, which my friend confirmed. I was told that Hassan said that if it were true, that he would take responsibility and apologize/make it right. What? I'm still waiting. This is where we get to the heavy stuff. I never thought I'd ever write this out, and it's still going to be hard as well as embarrassing. I'm going to try my best. Holy shit. I thought that was the heavy stuff. Okay, so Hassan is getting fired from Twitch, 100%. He's one of the big account managers, though. I super wonder who's going to... They're going to have to get somebody else big to step it. Somebody's getting a promotion, I guess. Trigger warning, sexual assault. You should apply. Hassan was the most problematic when we were together in person. Oh, by the way, have you ever heard me saying over the past year, I don't think people that work at Twitch should be friends with or have romantic relationships with streamers? This is one of the reasons why. Hassan was the most problematic when we were together in person. He was already extremely persistent online, especially in regards to pursuing a relationship with me. However, I didn't realize that this would carry over in person as well as to the degree it did. The feelings of pressure and being trapped was at its worst whenever I was with Hassan, and especially when I was alone with him. He would try everything in his power to get me alone with him, whether I was in a room or empty hall, and when he did, he would try to get physical. I would immediately shy away and tell him no, which he would never respect. Every 5 to 10 minutes, I would have to tell him no again. However, he kept trying as if it were a challenge. The first time I met him was a few weeks before PAX East 2015. He wanted to visit me to get to know me better, and so that I'd be less nervous meeting him at PAX. Jesus. After some hesitation and some convincing, I eventually agreed to him visiting. I immediately noticed that he was a little too comfortable with me, especially when we were alone. I'd make sure to keep my distance as much as I could without it seeming weird, and I'd have to tell him to stop touching me anytime we were alone, whether it was stroking my leg, my arm, or just being uncomfortably close to me in general. The way he would pressure me and persist, the more I'd give in. Every time we were alone, he got a step further. By the last day of his visit, he managed to pressure me into kissing him when we were alone for the last time. A few weeks later at PAX East, the same thing would happen. I'd have to constantly tell him no. He'd constantly try again. I'd give in more each time. One night, I was just about to wind down for the night and go to bed, and he messaged me to meet up. It was extremely late. I can't remember how late. I remember being drunk, and I remember agreeing because I didn't want the night to be over yet since I was having a great time. I told him we could go to the rooftop at the hotel and chill. Eventually, we ended up alone in a hotel hallway. Again, he started to get more physical with me, and again, I told him no. He'd get sad and eventually asked me to sit on his lap. I felt bad, so I did, and that's where he started to get touchy again, whispering into my ear and eventually putting his hands down my pants. On the inside, I was panicking, and I didn't know what to do. After a few seconds, I rejected him again and said no and got off. Then we made our way down to the staircase where we sat again, and that's where the pressuring started again. I'd say no, he'd try again, eventually I'd give in. He once again put his hands down my pants, and this time he went even further as to actually touch me. Again, I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to be upset or feel rejected. I felt bad enough already. I just let him touch me for a couple seconds before I took his hand away again. Sorry. The pattern of pressure and persistency is basically how all of our in-person interactions went. Wait, what? This is related to the other method stuff. I was not the one who received the email. It was forwarded to me after at least 2 people, if not more, within the org had seen it. As PR at the time, it was my job to word the reply using the agreed upon messaging. What? You're complicit. Just say complicit. It's okay. Well, I mean, it's not really okay, but... Part of me still feels like, sorry. I said no more times than I can count, but each time Hassan took no as convinced me. The only time he actually stopped trying to seduce me was when he was pressuring me again and ended up having a full-blown panic attack once because of it. Part of me still feels like I deserved it. I've made mistakes of my own that I haven't forgiven myself for yet. The most fucked up part is that I convinced myself that I actually did want it in the end. Since I gave in eventually, to me it meant that I must have wanted it. I'd even text him about how much I'd enjoy it, that I looked forward to kissing him or being held by him, etc. However, in person, I always naturally kept my distance and could never figure out why. I felt no physical attraction towards him. For some reason, that didn't feel like a problem to me. Now I realize it's because I never wanted it to begin with. I was preyed on, manipulated, gaslighted, violated, sexually assaulted. With everything that's happened and all these incredible women coming out, knowing that someone like Hassan is in the position he is, I couldn't stay silent anymore. I understand that he's done a lot for partners and Twitch, and that he's especially done a lot for me. But I didn't deserve this treatment. You guys give me the courage to speak out, and most of all, thanks for reading/listening. Damn. You missed a part starting from each time. Each time he'd push my boundaries, seeing if he'd get away with it. Each time I'd eventually give in a little more each time. I'm remembering you telling me about this shit. When I was an affiliate, he hit on me and asked me to go to Vegas with him after looking at my chat for like a week. It really threw me off, and I was scared to directly turn him down because I legit thought I wouldn't get partnered. I remember seeing a picture. I hope that Bella doesn't mind me saying this, but I remember seeing a picture that he sent Bella of like, it was a bed, and then there was like a view in the background or whatever of a hotel room with him asking her to join him. Yikes! I wonder how many other people... I wonder how many other like affiliate people he reached out to. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed this part too. I'm sorry. Eventually, he managed to pressure me into oral sex by PAX West 2015. He managed to pressure me into sex. Sorry. I have a lot of proof of the power abuse. Extremely hard to come out against something like this, and I'm just taking it slowly. If it becomes necessary, provide as much proof as I can. Hold proof to answer his excuses. That way he won't be able to lie his way out of the situation. Yep, correct. So we have no defense from Hassan so far. So in my opinion, I mean, this is he's getting the bread. When you are a partner manager and you're literally like reaching out to little affiliate girls, trying to like pressure them into shit and they don't know. The thing that sucked at the time, I don't want to bring up Bella too much because I don't know how much she wants to be involved in this, but like imagine being like an affiliate and a partner manager reaches out to you and starts hitting on you. Like, fuck. Am I not going to get partnered if I don't respond to this guy? Like, that's like ultra super unbelievably fucked up. That's so fucked up. Like, that's like so unbelievably fucked up that you would like literally play into the meme of yourself. It's funny because he actually got so irritated that LSF people memed on him so hard. And the reality is that LSF people just thought that he was like a fucking horny boy, not that he was a sexual predator. Right? That's like the saddest part of all of this is that he got mad when people, he should have actually just played into the meme because the meme was actually way better than the reality of the situation, which is that he's using his position at Twitch to fuck girls, basically. That's super, super, super fucked up. Here's my own example of this. He only knew me for one day and was this comfortable with throwing his influence around. It's all the same day I received a name change. I was partnered 2 weeks later on Christmas despite not meeting requirements and not applying. Yep. again, this is why like I try not to push it into Devin too hard because he thinks whatever he wants to think. But this is why I say sometimes at Twitch, it's not always like a highly ultra regimented. In some ways it is, but like if you have somebody that's willing to go to bat for you, shit will get done, okay? If you are ultra fucking tight with partnerships, you will see results from moderation. You will, 100%. Because these guys are all fucking friends with each other. Of course they are. And if you've got a guy that's willing at Twitch to go to bat for you, he'll walk to the other fucking department and he'll argue with him and he'll get shit done. It will happen. It will happen. Anele is his best friend, is his head of partnership. Okay, I'm going to say one thing about Anele, and I feel a little bit bad. I feel a little bit bad for this. I have to weigh like my priorities at the time. And so I feel a little bit bad saying this, okay? I received a 30-day ban because I fucking raged homophobed in League, okay? I think, or it was a 30-day ban, I don't remember, it was some stupid shit. I got really scared, and I wanted to go fly to San Francisco to talk to my account manager, to Kevin, and Anele was at that dinner too. And I wanted to chat with him, and we talked about Twitch stuff and blah, 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 blah. I was part of the first group of people to get hit by that ban where they started to enforce hate speech, and I was like, holy shit, like I want to make sure I'm not going to get banned. So we had a conversation, blah, blah, blah. During the conversation, I pointed out a lot of my issues with Twitch and a lot of things that I'd heard behind the scenes, blah, blah, blah. After that dinner, okay, now, I'm not going to sit here and defend or attack anybody because I don't sincerely know what has happened behind the scenes or who's involved in what, okay? But after that dinner, I'd mentioned that I'd heard fucky shit going on behind the scenes with different Twitch account managers, but I didn't give names. I do remember that Anele pulled me over after the dinner outside, and he specifically asked me, like, hey, dude, if you've heard anything about this shit going on, like, I'd really like to know, like, you can tell me, like, it's cool, like, I'll keep it secret, blah, 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 blah. Like, he did, like, sincerely reach out to me and make that offer. Now, I didn't feel comfortable sharing at the time what I'd heard because I'm putting other people in the line of fire to do that. Now, Anele did make like a good faith effort to come out and at least ask me what was going on. Now, was he covering for Hassan or was he legitimately trying to figure out what was going on? I can't know that, but I do know that he did reach out to me to try to like sincerely ask if something was going on. Is Anele still your account manager? No, that guy was never my account manager. Do you actually think anything of consequence will happen? Hassan will get fired 100%. Hassan is gone. There's no way that he stays. There's zero. Where's Dan at? That's a bet that I'll give odds on. I'll give 5-1 on that. Hassan is getting fired 100%. No fucking way does he stay through that.
You know what? I'll take it. You want to do it? What are the real odds you'll do though? Make it tasty.
I'll make it 5-1 on $100.
That's it? You seem pretty confident. 5-1's not that confident.
Well, Twitch is really fucky.
7-1.
Fine, 7-1 on $100. Yeah, I'll do
$100, you got it. Okay. Easiest money of my life. Okay.
Wait. This includes if he like.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let's lawyer this up a little bit real quick.
Did someone say lawyer?
Okay. So my money is that he will still be employed by Twitch at the end. Maybe not.
Oh, okay. Well, no, because they might like move him out of partnerships to some other bullshit position.
Yeah, that's not being fired though. Damn.
I mean, like. Fired. He's like one. There's a ton of bullshit partner managers at Twitch, and then there are like the few big ones, and he's one of the few big ones. So like him getting moved to some other internal department would be.
Okay, so again, what I'm saying is that he will still be at Twitch. Do you not want to take that bet?
No, because I could see Twitch doing some. I could see Twitch
reassign him to some back office.
Yeah, I could see them reassigning him, saying we're doing an internal investigation, and then it never gets brought up again. And he just stays forever at Twitch. But I feel like in this era with everything going on, didn't they permaban Blessed RNG? That guy has a global emote, but he doesn't work for Twitch.
Do you want to redo the odds on the new terms?
All 3-1 again.
That's a little frisky for 3-1. 4-1, I think, is the lowest I'll go.
4-1 then
with those terms. All right, fine.
There we go.
How do we deal with caveats if like there's no information? Does it become a wash at that point?
Well, if there's no information, then you win, right?
Oh, okay. I like that.
Well, they're not going to quietly fire him, right?
Well, I mean, they might, but I'll take that. All right, you heard it here, chat. No information is a win to me. The house takes the.
If he resigns,
cut
nobody.
the-
It's a wash.
No. If he resigns, he got fired. There's no way. Like, it's possible that he might do that because Twitch might talk to him and he might, in the next 2 days, he'll be like, hey guys, I know there's been a lot of stuff said about me. I think it's better for everybody involved that if I step away from my position at Twitch right now, hopefully I can be involved in the community. Like some bullshit like that.
What about if he's just taking a step back temporarily to reassess, but not giving up the position? That goes to me, right? Temporary leave of absence.
If he comes
is
back,
not being
yeah, it would go to
fired.
you. Yeah.
Okay.
The long bet.
He's gonna pull the Shiva meme. He's gonna take a leave of absence.
I still remember the Hawaii bet. That was the best part. The Hawaii plate bet.
Oh yeah, I fucking destroyed on that one. He was
Dude,
so
those
fucking.
plates were so hot.
He was so confident too.
Pretty
Oh
sure
my
you
god.
get third-degree burns.
That wasn't that like $1,000 I was supposed to get from that? Oh my god, I never collected
that was
on
a
that
good
either. I'm so bad at this.
Oh, but you lost the.
How did that
Hawaii,
happen?
car bet.
Oh my
Remember that?
god, how did that happen? That was
I think
so
those were a
dumb.
wash, if I recall.
Fuck.
This fucking thread. Hold on. I don't know. Based on the screenshots, it looks like you really wanted to hook up. Could have just stopped talking to him at any point. No, wait, hold on. Oh, we didn't look at these. He only knew me for 1 day and was this comfortable throwing his influence around. This is the same day I received a name change. I was partnered 2 weeks later on Christmas. He only knew me for 1 day. So this is after knowing her for 1 day. Here we go. Yep, the problem with literally being super passionate about anything I care for. Let me know. Thanks for reaching out. I appreciate it. No problem. Just keep my words. Smiley face. You're too good to me. Okay. Oh, I think this is supposed to be LOL. If only you were on the West Coast, then you'd get wined and dined too. Woof! We're laying it on thick right off the bat. Okay, how does she respond? I'm all the way on the East Coast. I don't think wine and dine is possible. XD. Okay, that's like a neutral. She could be into it, maybe not. That's what you think. I'm originally from New York City. I'm coming back for winter break anyway, haha. I'm not in New York City, XD. I would have met you at PAX East, so I was able to afford the tickets for it at the time. Now they are sold out. Okay. These are like the little symbols. These are the, or it's not symbols. These are the little signals. Symbols, singles, signals. Jesus. I need to get my laundry. I just remember that. I'm doing it after this, and then I'm ready mood. Okay. These are the little signals that you need to be looking for to find out if somebody, oh, that thing is a crying face? Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know all these fucking emojis. These are little signals that you're looking for to see if somebody's interested in, okay? I'm coming back for winter break. If I were to tell a girl that, okay, if I were to tell somebody that and they knew I was going to be in their area and they really wanted to hook up, then their question would be like, oh, like, where are you going? Or like, maybe we can meet up. Or like, hey, like, I'm over here. That's how many miles away. Not this like, well, I'm not there. I'm not in New York City, right? This like makes it seem like we're not that interested. I would have met you at PAX East, but I was able to afford the tickets for it at the time. That's kind of like iffy though, maybe. I don't know. Where are we going? Let's see. New York City to Maryland is a $100 flight raffle, and I can get you a PAX East pass. So, okay, this is really, 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 really not good, okay? If you are propositioning a girl, making offers alongside that is very fucking weird. Like, maybe if it's like, I can cover, like, the cost of dinner or your ticket or something, maybe, but, like, this idea of like, hey, listen, like we should hook up, blah, 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 blah. Like I can get you a free pass into whatever, you know, too. You know, like, this starts to get like a little bit strange. So you're good. Then you'll get my legit wine and dinner Reno. I'll have my phone. Won't be on Discord. Going to the party now. Talk to you later. Wait, what? You can get a pass just like that. Also, I don't just agree to things like that. I've known you for a day, mofo XD. Okay, so she's still like pretty hesitant. Like, I'm totally messing with you. You're awesome, and yes, I have only known you for 1 day. I was not messing around about the past. That's completely. He wasn't messing with her. Why would he say that? Cringe. When you're literally. Oh my god, this is like the JK LOL. Unless. ... Like he's literally citing prices and like making offers to like bribe her for the sex. What the fuck? I was not messing around with about the past. I was completely open to you. This kid knows how to talk to people and get things done. Oh my god, well, you're awesome as well. If it's no trouble, that would be really fucking amazing. Why you do so much for me? So he's kind of like holding it over her head, right? He's got like this thing that she really wants. It sounds like she doesn't have much money. Like, I don't know, but based on the screenshots, it looked like you really wanted the hookups. Could have just stopped talking to him at any point, no? Well, I mean, who wouldn't want like a pass to PAX East or whatever? Right? Or PAX West or whatever the fuck it was. I agree. I don't get what she's saying. She basically said in her assault story that she told him she wanted him in text, but then said no in real life. I'm sorry. This isn't like saying she wanted him in text. Do you think she didn't recognize what he was doing? Well, I imagine you probably don't. This is part of the problem of talking with people that have power over you, right? I don't know what the fuck she's thinking. Like if she knows this guy's like a literal he's wearing a fucking Twitch hoodie in the fucking picture, right? If this guy is one of the people that's literally determining whether you get partnered or not, I don't know how the fuck I would interact in a conversation with this guy. I imagine it would be like really fucking awkward. Like I don't want to just tell this guy to fuck off, right? Like this is probably a pretty important person. It's probably pretty important to have like some kind of like relationship with him. Like the girl Vio here is not really giving like super positive responses. I agree. I don't get what she's saying. She basically said herself, yeah, I don't get it. Why would you see someone you apparently don't feel comfortable with over and over unless you want something out of them, let alone allow yourself to be left alone in a hotel room with them? And why the fuck would you tell them you enjoyed it and looking forward to it? I think that these kinds of messages are really important because I think it's really good to see that a lot of the times as men, we kind of hold women up as like perfect and that like men are the ones fucking up all the time. A lot of women are socially fucking stupid too, right? This is a good example of it, is somebody that's just socially clueless. When you're trying to make it in an industry and the one person that could literally make or break it for you, don't just say no. It's subtle, but this kind of power dynamics happens everywhere. Is this another girl? I can't. I don't want to click the thing because I don't, or whatever. Nah, her walking away doesn't break it. It would have shown that she's not a suck-up just to get what she wanted. She used him for his connections. He used her for sexual clout. He literally sent her nudes to others to show that he can get her. What the fuck? What? In hindsight, it's never a wise thing to do. I agree. True, you're not wrong. Super aggressive to fall on his job, just have sex with her. Like, how insecure is this? Yeah. He's a douchebag. The thing is, what he was doing was working, so he kept at it. On his end of things, he saw no signs of no. So if he is seeing results that he's after, he's going to keep at it. I mean, you can go to fucking date rape a whole bunch of girls and get results. I mean, that's not a good reason to do it. That's not a justification. Like, Dom wanted me to share this exchange as an example of his power abuse. That's how he hit it. Wait, who is Dom? Does she mean I will dominate? Hey, Dommy. Oh, no, another girl, maybe? Down to send you some Twitch swag you can rep. Just send me over the following. Full name, address, t-shirt, size, hoodie, size. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. I got you. I'll let you know when I send something out. Hey, Dommy, just shipped your stuff today. You should be able to track it starting the 3rd. It should be, hope you like it. Or awful. Stage check this. Okay. Just saw this. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Really enjoyed it. Did you enjoy your trip to Texas? Yeah, trip to Texas was great. When am I going to see you at an event? Make an excuse to come and visit. Why? Why would you think this is appropriate? Oh my God. Haha, I've had a few people in San Francisco tell me that. Haven't been, you're going to Prime this year. I was going to Prime, only a 2-hour drive from Vancouver for me. Yes, when I'm going to Prime. Whoop, whoop. Much fun to be had. Just picked up from the post office this morning. Thank you so much. I love it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about lady. Enjoy it. All worth it for the smile. Oh, and this was another affiliate. Do you remember what I said? So I won't say any direct accusations. But it's funny as this stuff starts to come out. I wonder if anything else would come out. Do you remember when I said a long time ago? It happened very specifically when we played... Jesus Christ. It happened very specifically when we were playing The Witcher 3. Every time I would finish a stream, I wanted to host a streamer at the end. I wanted to host a small streamer, okay? And it was either... So in order to make it fair, I wanted to do boy, girl, 100 viewers or less, playing The Witcher 3. That's what I would do. And every single time, I think it was legitimately every single stream, okay, when I ended, and I wanted to host a girl, small girl streamer, less than 100 viewers. Wait, did I say less than 100 years or less? Wait, did I say less than 100 years? Viewers. Viewers and years sounds... Viewers? Years? Sounds kind of similar. I'm sorry.
Get to it, dummy.
Shut up. Every single time I went to host a girl streamer with less than 100 viewers, every single time there was always a Twitch staff in their chat. And I thought it was so fucking weird that every time I went to host a small streamer, like the guy is less than 100 viewers, whatever. Every time I went to host a girl streamer with less than 100 viewers, there was always a Twitch staff in their channel. Like, it was so fucking weird. It almost felt like grad students walking around trying to like fucking hit on undergrads, or like there was always like a staff to like claim a stream. I don't know what actually was like happening or not, or what the fuck was going on, but like, holy shit, I remember thinking that was so fucking weird at the time. Jesus Christ. Grad students literally hate nothing more than undergrads. Really? Yeah, I felt like the male grad students were super flirty with all the female undergrads, and I thought all the undergrads. But that wasn't just in my music department. Maybe something different. God, I hated grad students. I'm sorry. Hold on. To be fair, I flunked out of my bachelor degree. Okay, so maybe even whatever. Okay.
Me on.
I hated grad students. They're cringy. They're too close to the teachers. They act like they're trying to have fun all the time, and then they go back and forth. They're fucking weird with fucking students. They try to act like one of you, but they try to lord over their fucking undergrad. They over-importance themselves all the time. They think that they're like the cool... I hate fucking grad students, okay? Fuck them, all right? Fuck grad students. You guys should be locked in another building, and you should never, ever, ever associate... Do you mean grad students or upper grads? Wait, what the fuck is an upper grad?
Grad students.
What is an upper grad?
Probably like an upperclassman is what he means, like a senior.
No, what? Seniors are
in his
fine.
Class. Yeah, he's dumb.
Your experience is completely different from every grad student I've ever known in my life. Maybe this is a math thing. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Or maybe my experiences are off. I just like...
No, this was finally a good take from you.
Oh, okay.
True.
I just hated grad students. They were just the fucking worst people in the world. Ugh.
One of the grad students failed me over one question on any fucking thing that I ever had in the course. I could have passed, but he fucked me. It's my bad. Sorry.
Imagine Pokey coming out defending Fed after everything on the Ratchler. Oh shit, that's right. Does that have to do with Pokey moving out? Wait, did Pokey move out?